Hello, right, today Dark Heart and their new album Evolution. Now, we know, don't we, that Dark Heart originated all the way back in the mid 1980s, seeking to make their mark in the then burgeoning new wave of British heavy metal scene. They released one album back then, Shadows of the Night, and as superb as that album is, it didn't kick them on from that in any way, and they pretty much ceased to exist, didn't they? Well, that was until 2021 when they had a surprise comeback with a self-titled album, and that was excellent as well. Check it out. It really is a recommended listen. And so here we are today in March 2026, and they're back again with a new album entitled Evolution. And let me tell you, it's another cracker. Founder member Alan Clark is still here, and he gives us a really powerful, energetic vocal performance along with some really nicely placed keyboards which enhance the sound rather than overpower it. As with that previous self-titled album from 2021, we have the ferociously blazing guitar provided by the remarkable talents of Nick Cattrick, and the solid rhythm section is provided by the duo of Pete Newdeck and Josh Williams, which are both billed as extra special guests. Now, whilst things have moved on a little bit from the 1980s, the style that Dark Heart give us here on Evolution has those new wave of British metal, heavy metal roots, undercurrents if you will, merged with a soaring, powerful, heavy approach, packed with energetic riffs, crisp chords and some quite savage solos. Well, along with that, we've got catchy melodies. The production is very clear, which puts out the power and delivery of the performance over very, very well indeed. Musically, what we've got going on? Well, Light the Flame and Cold Winter make for a scorching opening salvo, huge vocals from Clark, Cattrick's blazing away, and Newdeck and Williams give them that solid platform to perform over. It's monster stuff. End of Tomorrow comes in with a sort of an atmospheric acoustic intro, then it builds and broods away for a couple of minutes before it breaks out into a real slow burner. Cattrick again letting loose over the keyboard swells. To me, it reminds me something of, say, a 1970s Rainbow kind of feel to it. Hands of Fate and Spread Your Wings both have more of their heavy rock slant, very catchy, keys a bit more prominent, punchy chords and solos from Cattrick. Ride the Highway blazes away as it speeds and spits along at pace, and a truly spectacular solo at around the 4-minute mark, monster of a song. You and I and Life to Crucify keep up the pace. Then Eyes of Light wanders almost into power ballad territory, almost, but not quite. And then we've got the closing pair of Mortality and Burned fit the bill very, very nicely indeed. Mortality's a monster, and Burned is so powerful. And as throughout the whole album, Cattrick's guitar is on fire. It's spectacular stuff. Here with Evolution, Dark Heart provide us with a quite majestic album of nicely measured, hard-hitting heaviness merged with that NWOBHM style pedigree, but yet with a big, fresh, modern feel to it. Lots to recommend it, not least Nick Cattrick's truly spectacular fretwork. Overall, a tremendous album. I would strongly recommend it. If you would like to check it out, there is a link as always in the description below to the album on Amazon, various formats available. But it's nice that we here today in the mid 2020s, we've still got bands from that trace back to the original new wave of British heavy metal days still providing the goods, and that's certainly the case here with Evolution. Do strongly suggest that you check it out. As I say, link as always in the description to it on Amazon. Please check it out, and also please, if you wouldn't mind, before you disappear, subscribing to the channel, because that's always appreciated and a big help. So if you wouldn't mind, and until next time, Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and take care.